Hello Aquarius, how are you? Welcome to my channel, International Tarot. My name is Jane. I am so excited to be here again and do these readings for you. A couple of new things. I got a new deck. This is called the Tarot of Delphi deck, and the images on here are neoclassical paintings of, subjects of Greek and Roman mythology. Really beautiful cards. I'm so excited to be able to use these this month, and I hope you enjoy them as well. And last note, I got a lot of messages about this last month. This little candle holder here, I just bought it at TJ Maxx. So if you're interested in TJ Maxx, Ross, they might have them. So okay, here we go, Aquarius. For every video, I do 2 readings. I start with a love reading, and then I move into a general. So here we go. Aquarius love reading for February 2016. Cards are a little bit big, so I'm still a little bit clumsy when I shuffle. But I don't typically shuffle this way, but the material of these cards is a little bit, more like paper, so I don't want to bend them and ruin them. They don't have a thick laminate on them. Aquarius love energies for February 2016. Okay, here we go, Aquarius. Oh, okay. Let's take that one. The 9 of Swords. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. The High Priestess. 2 of Swords. Justice. 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Enchantress of Coins, and the Devotee of Coins. So this deck is a little bit different. It has devotees, artisans, enchantress, and hero, as opposed to king, queen, knight, and page. And the personalities take on, they're quite different as well. So I'll be, excited to speak about those. Now, it seems like you've got some tough stuff happening. 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords. It kind of works this way, the reading for me, or it has been at least with this set of readings. And it kind of just tells me that this is more like where you are now. Is there's something that that's going on in your mind, and yet you are being forced almost to put up a front. Now I'm going to hold up all these cards because there's so much detail in these paintings, and I think they're really important to understanding and seeing. So the 9 of Swords. See, I don't know if you can see this. It's actually quite difficult even for me to see. But here you have a very dark room, and there are 2 men laying either dead or seriously injured on the floor, and then there's another brawl happening farther back. And here is a guard turning his head the other way, almost pretending like it doesn't exist. He's forced to stay there. He's forced to stand guard. But, it's kind of like those things that go in our mind. You're forced to put up a front. You're forced to pretend like nothing's happening. You have a lot of activity in your mind, and I'm seeing a lot of activity in these cards as well, and mental activity. And I'm not going to say you're in denial. You're not in denial about anything. It's not necessarily something that maybe you feel like you can share. In a relationship, this can be, our partners and the people that we're dating, they can pick up on this, that there's something going on that's a little bit deeper, a little bit more mysterious about you. And they can see and they can sense that you might have your walls up and that you might be a little bit difficult to penetrate emotionally. And especially when you're with a partner or a long-term relationship, a marriage, they can definitely pick up on these energies, and they can see that, you know, there's something off kilter, and you aren't your true self. I see it all rectifying, though. I'm not going to start off the reading, you know, so negative. It's just something that's probably been stewing for a while, and you are kind of in the process of working it out. Now, the Five of Swords, again, someone on guard, someone protecting something in the darkness. There's a lot of darkness happening behind the main characters in both of these cards. It's like behind the scenes type of energies. You know, what's going on in the deep and dark realms of our souls, you know. And the question is, though, that the Five of Swords brings up is, what are you protecting? What is it that you aren't allowing others to penetrate? Why are you being so secretive with your thoughts? You know, this is kind of like the card of battles that aren't being won. You know, you can fight it and you can protect it, but maybe it's not worth protecting. Maybe it's not worth keeping people out, because if they were to see, if they were to know, maybe things would really come to light, and the burden would be lifted. I see here again with the Two of Swords, a lot of swords energies in this quadrant, meaning things that are going on right now, almost like an avoidance to the truth. You know, swords are cards of truth. They're cards of knowledge and the activity of our thoughts. You know, thoughts can be very active, of course. And here you have the scrolls of truth here at your disposal, and yet you're choosing not to utilize them, not to, you know, you're almost choosing to keep yourself burdened. But why are you? There's no happiness, there's no joy in doing so. Now, with the Two of Cups, I'm so happy we pulled the Two of Cups for you, especially in a love reading, because I'm seeing some activity down here with you, the Enchantress of Coins, and potentially someone new, the Devotee of Coins, or if you're in a relationship, it would be, you know, them sort of reaching out to you. So just some interesting areas, some very mysterious. You have a very mysterious air about you right now, I feel, and it's almost impenetrable for other people, because it is something you're protecting. But then that Five of Swords raises the question, you know, why are you protecting it? Is it really worth protecting? And you know, what are you getting out of it in doing so? Now, you have the High Priestess on your side. She is maybe whispering to you and speaking to you. She herself is a very mysterious air. She is, I love this card. I love the image. You know, here she is, the priestess, in her, I don't know, her temple, and has her incense going, and she's deep in a meditative state. You know, her eyes are closed. She's listening. She's actively meditating, and she is seeking the truth. She is seeking the messages from our greater selves, from the universe, from God, and she is channeling that energy through her and projecting it into the universe. And I think maybe because of the darkness in this card, and you know, all these cards are actually, there's like dark chambers behind all of them, and that's you and your thoughts, you and your mind, and just keeping yourself at bay a little bit, keeping yourself distanced mentally, maybe not so much emotionally, but mentally you are within, you are pulling yourself in. And you know, you're gonna have to really answer that question, what it is you're protecting. maybe what it is you don't want other people to see. Sorry. Had a tickle in my throat. And even with the Five of Wands, you have Five of Swords and Five of Wands. Five of Wands is a very, it's a card, here's a child, a girl with a butterfly net. And she is chasing butterflies, you know? It's a very, like a childish game that's going on. And I don't necessarily see it that you are playing a game. I just think that there's some air of competition of, you know, who can keep, you know, who can remain distance the best, or who can remain distance the longest, and whoever holds out the longest wins. But for what? You know, what purpose does that serve? What purpose does that bring to the table? Especially if you're just dating. You know, dating someone with this type of energy can be incredibly difficult for that other person, because they just might not be on that same page. They really might not understand why or what it is that you are wanting them to do. The Justice card in the very center of the reading, this is the first time I've pulled out this card in this entire set of readings, so this is obviously important for you. Justice meaning the scales become balanced. Things become even keeled in a relationship setting. You know, justice can mean a variety of things. She can mean the contractual nature of a relationship, of marriage, you know, or the ending of a marriage, depending on how this reading speaks to you, or the ending of a relationship. But she can also mean like things coming to fruition, and almost like a card of karma, a card of you get what you deserve. Things are coming to you that you deserve. Now, justice is an incredibly objective standpoint, right? I mean, the justice judge stands up on the pulpit, or sits on the pulpit, listens to both sides equally, and then, based on the case, based on the evidence, makes decisions accordingly. She's Judge Judy. You know, she listens to people, she uses her own intuition, and she makes a decision. And this could be a point of finality for you as well. You know, if you are getting to know someone and you have remained somewhat mysterious, you have remained a little bit reserved, this could be a breakthrough moment where you allow them into your heart with the Two of Cups. That's kind of where I see it going. And you really are the one that determines whether or not that happens. I think this person is here for you. They're there for you. If this is your partner, whatever it is that you feel like you need to keep them away from, whatever thought processes that you're having, I see it being again, a breakthrough moment for you. And regardless, they maintain their interest in you. Now, the Two of Cups, I like that you have the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups together, because it's kind of like, twos are incredibly feminine energies, right? The number two, it is the first feminine number. And two, or I don't know about zero, but two, anyway. It is a very soft energy, and twos with the tarot deck are associated with the High Priestess, which you do have. So there's a lot of two-like energy, the number two-like energy going on in your mind, in your heart. And again, the High Priestess she's in a meditative state. She represents the unknown, you know, represents the darkness of our conscious, our subconscious, the things that we may or might not know or understand, and the things that we really need to seek out through meditation and through, private moments with ourselves, in order to really hear what the universe is saying, to hear what our heart is saying, what our gut is feeling. If there's someone we're dating, we're just interested in, it's important for us to listen to our gut. If it doesn't really feel right, if it doesn't feel good for you, then it's not right, and that will be, if it doesn't feel right, yet you move forward anyway, sometimes there can be complications down the road. So it's important for you to listen to that, because you have three twos in this reading. And the Two of Cups, on a more positive note, does indicate communication and meeting of the minds. So if there is some stuff happening with you on a personal level that's sort of preventing you from truly connecting with someone, I do see that rectifying itself, and I do see you opening up. Even here, you as the Enchantress of Coins. My cat's going to try to get up on here. She's going to ruin it. Come on, Duncan. Don't get up there. My table's too small. And here you are. I mean, look at how open and free you are. Now, this Enchantress of Coins is actually, I forget who it is. It's some goddess. And she is actually summoning her... she's calling upon her, I guess you could call them servants, or her people that help her, right? That's actually what she's doing in the card. And this is really you opening up and calling upon your partner, your devotee, and saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to move into something new, and I've kind of gotten over it. I've worked through it on my own, which I do think it is something that you will have to do mostly and primarily on your own. But here you are, again, meeting of the minds, communicating, opening up, allowing the other person to maybe see what was going on, maybe talking to them about what was going on, explaining to them why you were maybe having a hard time or closed off, and them being accepting of it, them understanding it, and saying, I care about you, I understand, thank you for telling me. This, keep in mind with this card, communication is very important. This is communication is one of the more prominent messages when this card comes up. It's negotiating, and can even indicate contracts, especially when justice comes up in the reading as well. So a discussion about, it's compromise. It's a discussion about evening things out. Balance is a theme with the twos, especially with justice. Balance is a very important word as well. Balance and communication, I think, are the overlying themes for you. And here we go back to the Enchantress of Wands and the Devotee of Coins. So, and again, male or female, it doesn't matter. But this being the person who is there for you. Someone you are dating, in a relationship. If it speaks to you on a family level, it can also be family or friends, but because it is a love reading, I'm just going to only say, partners, but you can sort of carry it into other areas as well. This person, I like this card because it is, well, first of all, let me say, the fact that you both are being represented by the same suit, coins, pentacles, you are a good match. You're on equal standing, and you understand each other's worlds. So there's a very keen possibility that this person allows you to go through this phase and understands that it is superficial, that it's not something that is detrimental or, catastrophic for the relationship, that it is purely maybe in your nature to be mysterious. You are an Aquarian. You are a very mysterious creature. That's one of the things we love about you. That's why you are so attractive to a lot of people. You have that element of mystery. And I think your partner will understand that. They will allow you to go through what it is you're going through. They'll allow you to do what you need to do. And their passion runs deep. Now, the fact that this is coins, it's not cups, but it's sort of like a practical passion. It's like a mixture of the two. I mean, you see the red roses here. She is organizing a vase of roses underneath the statue of Venus. She is a servant girl. She is there to serve. She's there to be for you, to be there for you. And her passion for you runs deep with the red. But like I said before, she's associated with pentacles. There is a level of practicality there, and a level of understanding, and also even a level of like being comfortable with herself. Herself or himself. I'm saying her because it's a girl in the picture. But if this speaks to you that this is a man in your life, then so be it. But they are comfortable being themselves and comfortable allowing you to be yourself, and they will be there for you when you summon them. When you call upon them, they will be there for you and listen to you and communicate with you. And I don't see it going sour. I see it getting much better. Okay? And if you are just dating someone, then this is probably someone that you might want to consider keeping around, because I think the feeling is quite genuine. Whoops. Aquarius. Here we go. Take this one. Oh, and the moon. Even more mystery, even more darkness, even more indications of the subconscious. And don't be afraid of what this represents. It does represent mystery and unknown areas of your life, of your mind. But you see, you are being guided by an angel. You are being guided by the celestial beings. And there are roses along your path. Roses indicating love and connections with the celestial beings, celestial entities. And they are there protecting you and watching over you. I don't know if you can see that there is actually someone there, watching over you as you continue on your path. Again, this person is as an angel. I think they truly are a very important support system for you, and they will continue to be that for you as you continue on. Maybe this darkness won't be entirely rectified. Maybe it won't entirely be gone, but they will be there for you. And I think there are a lot of I think your mind, it won't quiet down. I think you'll continue to have a lot of this, but that there will be some openness and communication and understanding, and that you will feel safe. This is, you know, a reminder to not feel not to feel unsafe in the unknown, not to feel unsafe in the path that you're headed, because you are being protected, you are being supported. So, okay. Very interesting reading for you, Aquarius. Okay, let's move on into your general. Okay. Aquarius. So general readings can really carry over into many other areas, career, finance, family, although they tend to really just be more overall general messages, anything that you really are meant to know for the month of February. Okay, Aquarius, your general reading for February 2016. Now, I know a lot of people ask me why I don't pull the cards as they jump out. That's just really not how I do it. It's not how I feel comfortable doing it. So just to let you know. Okie dokie, here we go. Take the top one here, I think. Okay, Aquarius, general reading for February. 8 of Coins, 9 of Wands, more darkness. The One torn asunder, which is the Hanged Man. The Siren, which is the Devil. 9 of Coins. The Shipwreck, like the Tower, the 2 of Wands, the Fool, and the Star. My goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana in this reading. Oh my goodness, you have some incredibly strong energies. I'm gonna go one by one. I'm actually gonna start with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 major arcana. I don't know why I got 6. I thought that was 1. But I'm going to start with the numbered cards, the suit cards. Okay, the 8 of Coins. I think there is an air of darkness, again, in this reading. Not darkness like bad, but of mystery and mental activity, okay? And the 8 of Coins really talks about like you just really going to work. Plain and simple, you continue to do things, you continue to do your day-to-day. This is that front, I think, that we were kind of talking about with that 9 of Swords in the last reading. It's that, you know, it's not that you're being fake. It's just that you know that things need to continue to go on despite some of the things that are happening in your life. And you do it well, you do it productively, you're successful with it. And it doesn't really, the things that are happening in your life don't really prohibit you from still being productive and going out there and doing things. Now, the 9 of Wands, again, is that same message of like being guarded and being blocked off a little bit and not allowing others to really come into your heart, come into your mind, come into your soul. They are, you know, this is, I believe her name is Persephone, and every year she would descend into the underworld to be with Hades, and when she did so, the world would freeze over. And that's what we have in winter. That's what winter is. And here she is in the underworld, longing for, you know, longing to be back above again. And I think there is a sense of longing to come out of this. There's a sense of longing to maybe put your mental activity to rest. There's some significant things happening here. I'm going to move into this Nine of Coins because I don't want you to forget. Same as the Enchantress of Coins in the last reading. I don't want you to forget that you are a strong person. I don't want you to forget that your life is actually pretty good. And an expression of gratitude with a reading like this is an incredibly important thing to remember. Here you have the roses. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses. And don't forget to express gratitude for the things that you have, the life that you have, because there are probably a lot of really great things in that life. And sometimes we just forget to say thank you. You know, you are deep, or you will be deep in a state of visualization. Again, the number 2, just like the High Priestess, just like the twos of the others, the swords and the cups, 2 of Wands this time, deep in a state of visualization and projecting into the universe what it is you truly want your life to be. That may be contributing to the darkness, to the mystery in your life, that the mental activity is maybe you're really just trying to figure it out. You know, what are you really wanting your life to be? How do you really see your life going? And are you happy with where you are? Are you happy with where you are going? Now, I will say this. Wherever you think you're going is probably not where you're going to go. Because of the shipwreck, because of the tower. Now I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to come back up here to the one torn asunder, because with all of this mental activity, you are probably thinking about things in a very different way. This is like the Hanged Man, okay? The world looks very different from when you're looking at it from the bottom up, as opposed to when you're looking at it from the top down. And you are looking up. You know, the Grand Canyon looks a lot different from the bottom than it does from the top, you know. And I think you are having an evolution right now, and that there may even be a state of, like, it's not happening fast enough. It's not coming fast enough. There is a state of suspension, like you're just kind of hanging here. You feel a little bit disconnected. You feel a little bit like nothing's really going to take hold, or your goals, your things that you have in your mind, your life ambitions aren't really clinging. They're not sticking. But I assure you that may change. Now, the siren, or the devil, is a card of, I mean, she actually is, you know, a siren distracting the seaman who's, you know, on a mission and has things that he's got to do. And yet he falls madly in love for maybe something that isn't quite real. I think it's a reminder for you, Aquarius, to remain focused, even if you feel like you're in a state of suspension, like things aren't quite moving forward. You know, this Eight of Coins with the Siren, again, it's a reminder to remain focused and committed to the things that you are working for, a commitment to your life, a commitment for your big picture. Big picture is also going to be a theme for you in this reading as well. Big picture. This is a big picture card, and so is this one. And even so is this one. It's like you protecting your big picture, you protecting your life, the things that you've built, the things that you've done, and the things that you will do. Protecting that from other people and other people's opinions. And as we move on, here is that shipwreck, okay? Here is a significant transition. This one's been showing up a lot. It's actually like one of my favorite cards. It's so pretty. If you can see the ship in the background here being just completely overtaken by the stormy sea. And here you have the women who somehow, I hope you guys don't mind the nudity in these cards, but how they somehow, one, managed to make it to shore alive, and two, now they are forced to start a completely different kind of life. They were on the ship, they had a mission, they knew where they were going, and now their entire life has changed. Now, it doesn't always have to be so dramatic. It doesn't always have to be like such a huge deal. But I think this is going to be the universe's reminder to you that maybe you got off track a little bit. Maybe things aren't quite, you know, the universe has different plans for you. And while this can represent a challenge, it is a temporary challenge. Humans are very good at adapting. We mold, we change, we can react very well to certain things. And it may feel like a temporary setback, whatever this is for you. It can mean a change in career. It can mean, even getting fired sometimes. It can mean a relationship coming into our lives. It can mean, a child being born. It can mean, whatever it is for you. The universe has different plans. It's the universe smacking you back on track. And here you are, the Fool, starting over after that shipwreck. After all of that happens. Now this is Orpheus ascending from the underworld, and almost like a menace coming up out of it, thinking that finally it's over. Yet he has no idea what is really on the other side, and the immense significance of what he's about to embark upon, the significance in his life. It's I'm not going to lie, it seems like a really dramatic month for you. But I think it's positive. It's positive changes. While it may feel dark and feel a little bit negative, in the big picture of everything, the big picture of life in general, it is a very, very opportunistic time for you. Opportunistic in that here you have the star, that bigger picture, like I said, that bigger picture of your life as you see it will act as your guide as you make your day-to-day decisions. You live your life on a day-to-day basis. You continue to stay focused and committed to the things that you're doing. You go to work. I think the things that you have been wishing, the things that you have been dreaming of, they will come true. They will be possible. They are attainable with the star. And that is one of the ultimate blessings. Again, the stars are our compass. So no matter what happens here, the things that you are setting in motion, the projections that you are, the things you're thinking about, the things you're visualizing, the direction in which you see your life going, will act as your compass, so that when something changes, comes in and smacks you and changes your life course a little bit, you can still pick up the pieces quite easily and move on, because you have that grand idea of what your life is meant to be. the universe might change the course a little bit, but ultimately things will work out in your favor as you wish. Here we go. The Hero of Swords. Well, this is definitely you. Swords, air sign, Aquarius, this is you. It shows your... this card is quite touching, actually. The more and more I look at it, the more and more I get to know it. It really speaks to all areas of human kindness, human generosity and spirit. And here you have a warrior, someone who is focused and so on point and committed to what it is that they're doing, and committed to their purpose in life, their big picture. But yet there is a pause. There is a moment of sweetness as this warrior reaches out and places roses on this woman's lap. She's asleep. She will wake up and see a memento of love here. And as he continues to walk out the door, he then switches his mind back and is focused. And for me, it does speak to your personality very much, and it actually speaks to the story that we told in the original reading. You have a mission, you have a purpose, you have things going on in your life, yet there is someone that you potentially care about, or that you may have the potential to begin to care about. And I see you caring about them very much, and they have a little bit of your heart and you have their heart. And I think there's a lot of really beautiful promise here. Now, in relation to this reading, this is, again, a reminder to express your gratitude for those people that have been there for you and that have been there to support you. Here even more roses, again, roses. And remaining connected and grounded. Coins are earth signs, they are grounded. To not get so caught up in the things that you're going through, and the things, the thoughts that you're having, and this active mind of yours, but to step out of it, even briefly, to express gratitude for the things that you have, because you're going to be a little bit shaken this month. There are going to be things that come into your life. There's going to be a little bit of drama happening, and you certainly don't want to alienate the people that care about you and the people that love you back, the people that do support you as you are embarking upon your new journey. And you have a new journey in front of you. Something is going to change, something is going to realign, and you are going to have a moment coming up shortly, if you're not having it already, where it's going to be important for you to have those types of connections with people where you can rely upon them to support you. So Okay, Aquarius. Good luck this month. I'm excited to hear your stories. Please don't be afraid to share them. I wish you nothing but the best, and I look forward to seeing you again in March. Thank you for watching.